my slope, that's my m. So in my equation, it's y minus y1, which we said was 4, equals m, negative 1, times x minus the x1. Alright, then we just had to multiply it out, so it was in y equals mx plus b form. So y minus 4 equals negative 1x plus 1. Add over the 4. And y equals negative x plus 5. Alright, I want you guys to turn to someone next to you and I want you to do problem 4 together. So find someone next to you to do problem 4 with. So we should have gotten y to equal 2/3 x minus 5.
I didn't say you were wrong. Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay. Sometimes we have 2 points given instead, which means we have to do 2 things. We have to find the slope and then the equation of the line. Remember slope. This is also on your formula sheet and we talked about it some yesterday.
It's not making a move.
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then after we do that, we can do the equation of the line. So let's look at one of these together. First, we need our slope. This is like my x1, y1. This is my x2 and my y2. So slope y2 is 1 minus 3 over 5 minus 0. Make sure you're writing these down so you've got them. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 5 minus 0 is 5, so we get the negative 2/5. Alright, now all we have to do is get our equation. So you have to use the slope and one of our points. So I'm just going to go with the first one. At this point, you don't need that second order pair anymore. You want to say anything to her? I think you're already starting to work on homework. Aiden's here with you. Yep. Got a long list today. All the people that didn't turn in packet, you have until the end of the hour.
What
Then
packet?
you're staying.
Which packet? This
The
one?
2.
The one
Packet 1 and 2 from yesterday. I told you.
Mm,
So, y minus y1, y minus 3 equals negative 2/5 x minus 0. So if we distribute, that's a negative 2/5 x minus 0, so we can just drop that off. You don't need, I mean, if you put the minus 0, it's fine. If you add over your 3, you get y equals negative 2/5 x plus 3. Alright, find a partner and do problem 8. So this is like our x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You get negative 5 over negative 10, which reduces to 1/2. Did everyone get a slope of 1/2?
I did not reduce it.
Oh. You'll get the same answer later. You can reduce it later on. So now we take one of our points and our slope and we plug into the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 2 because you distribute. Add the 1. So y equals 1/2 x minus 1. You are on a roll today. Alright, any questions there? I want to do 2 more problems. Okay, so let's look at problem 10. Problem number 10, just a warning. So line of best fit, If you're trying, Desmos will do it, but they have, on the EOC, they take away that function of Desmos. So we are going to use our graphing calculators to do this. So everybody, get out your graphing calculator. We did these on the calculator originally, so we're going to walk back through our steps. Okay, and you guys have to follow along with me carefully. I expect every single one of you to have a graphing calculator out right now, following along. Okay, Caleb, where's yours? I can't see it. Oh, okay, we're good. So, first, we're going to go to stat. Okay, so it's highlighted in red, shows you the last button I pushed. And it pops up, number 1 is edit. You can just hit enter. And it has lists. Now, if you don't want to mess up everything on your calculator, you go up onto the title of the list and do clear enter. Do not use delete. Then we have to change a couple other settings, and it's just more to remember. So you go up onto the title, clear enter. So it should look like this. Raise your hand right now if you did not get your list cleared. Stat, edit. Have to clear out any information that's there. Stat, edit, and yours are clear. Anyone else? Stat. It is second row, third button over, right here. Did you find it? Okay. So now we are going to type in this table of values. So when we look, we've got our meal costs and the tip. So our costs go in L1. So we have 25.62. You can type one in, just hit enter. I'm entering all of my X's. And then all of your Y's go in the second list. Did everybody get that information entered? Okay. So now what we're going to do is push this stat again. You should be looking at this. We want to use the right arrow, so we go over onto calculate. And we're trying to write the equation of the line. So we're going to do number 4, linear regression. So you can go down and just highlight it and hit enter. So we went to stat, calculate, number 4. My settings are off. Yours should be okay. Your X should say L1 and your Y should say L2. Is that what everyone says? Okay. So then you just have to go down to the very last thing that says calculate, hit enter, and it should give us the equation. So it says y equals ax plus b. And then at the top, so y equals ax plus b, and it tells us a is 0.158, so that's like 0.16x, plus my b is 0.55. Does anyone need help finding that?
Can't even get the right answer.
Alright.
I just missed it. I don't know.
And that should.
Was he close?
no. You just made up something.
Well, I couldn't see you.
You have it in front of you.
I didn't know there was nothing.
Terrible liar.
Actually, I believe that.
I couldn't see it.
I would try to rename it.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, you'll be ready for the next one. Okay,
How you do it?
I've reset the memory on it. It's the fastest way. It's a lot faster than going back and adding them all. So then, now that we have the equation, part B, it says, is the meal cost $60, estimate the tip. When I look, meal is the X, so all I'm going to do is go to my equation, plug in 60 for my X. And you're welcome to just type that entire thing into your calculator right now. You should be, if you just hit clear, it should take away that menu that you're in, so 0.16 times 60 plus 0.55. So we should get $10.15.
How did you get negative?
Oh, I know.
Type in an extra negative.
Yeah, I'm an accident.
Minecraft wood, bro.
Okay,
Oh, you actually sound like that.
did everyone get that?
It's like I gave you to it once.
The very last problem I am doing today. Going down to number 12. Sometimes on the EOC they give you a scatter plot and ask you to find the line of best fit. So remember, the line of best fit, you're just looking for a line that goes, kind of follows the pattern of your points, kind of goes approximately through the middle. There are different ways of doing this. You could do it on the calculator as well. If you want the best one, you just have to type in those points. Like get all of these points and type them in L1 and L2, and your calculator can write it for you. If you don't want to do that, then you have to look and see if you can kind of draw a good line, so halfway decent line that goes through the middle of the data, about the same number of points above and below. It's probably not going to be perfect. And then we can write the equation from it. So if I'm looking, I just need 2 points on this line, so I might take the point 1, comma 178, and maybe this one, 8, comma 165. And you can get your equation from that. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, just like we were doing on the front side. It's not going to work out beautiful on these because a lot of times those lines are ugly, so just be prepared for that. The alternative is to type those ordered pairs in your calculator as the x1 and y1s, and your calculator can find it for you. So I get my slope, take one of my points. I don't have enough room here, I'm going to come down. So y minus my y value equals my m, x minus my x value. Y by itself. We get y equals 13/7 x. Plus a really big fraction, 1,259 over 7. You could use decimals. This type of question in your EOC would likely be a multiple choice question, so you would just be picking the answer that was closest to yours. And then part B says find the weight after 12 weeks. So all we have to do is plug in 12 for the x in our equation. And we can do all of that just straight on our calculator, just type it in. And we get 157.6 pounds. So a couple different options there. what I want you to do now. So you have every problem that we work through, you have to have. You also need problem 1, 5, 9, and 11. So I'm only giving you 4 problems to do.